Welcome, guys, to Dogs of War YouTube channel. Today we have the finals of our December X-Wing tournament. With us today we got me, Jesus.
And Josh.
We have Josh on the left, playing his notorious, undefeated 3B Wings list with Wedge.
With Wedge with Push to Limits and an R2 Astromech and 3 blue pilots.
And then Tree on our right is playing...
he's running the Rear Admiral
Decimator.
Decimator with Vader, Ysera, Tactician, Anti-Pursuit Lasers, and Ruthlessness, accompanied by Whisper with Veteran Pilot, Fire Control System, and Advanced Cloak. The must.
Yep. Tree is one of our veterans that it's very good player in any game he plays, and he just recently started taking playing X-Wing a little more serious than he used to. He used to just borrow some ships and play. So.
He really likes the Phantom ship. It just is an amazing ship that offers multiple playstyles, and he is intrigued by that kind of playstyle. So, cutting in, do our barrel roll. Nah, I got this.
You got this.
I come in, I ask if I bump.
Yep.
And yep. Damn.
And take a shield.
No shield, though.
Oh, no.
No, I rolled a focus. It's okay. Just no action. I'll barrel roll with him, try to keep up. Also so that I can soft turn the next turn without bumping into an asteroid. That's always good.
And you said that you told me that you play tested with Tree before this.
Yeah, we actually had a game about a week before this game, just for fun, with my exact list as it is, and Tree running a similar list but different. He did run the ram, the battering ram decimator instead of the Rear Admiral. Almost similarly loaded out though. And he stomped me. It was bad.
So hopefully you have revenge this time.
Hopefully. So 4 damage, but I'd got 1 dodge, so 3 shields lost on that B-Wing. It was a big chunk. Then range 3, through an asteroid, 3 damage. And I'll focus for taking 2, or taking 1. That's fine with me. And so I'll return fire. Get 1. Focus for nothing. And the B-Wing shooting at the Phantom with 1 and easily dodges. Actually, no, I do get to scratch it with that attack, which was stupid fortunate for me. So right now, from my last game, I'm kind of scared of the Phantom. The Phantom is in a position where it can go multiple places, and I may or may not be able to shoot at it.
So what's your priority right now?
Wedge needs to get in at least range 3 or 2
of the Phantom.
Of the Phantom. That is his priority right now.
Like in the previous game, if you guys haven't watched, game 2 of this tournament, you're easily willing to trade Wedge for the Phantom.
If I can, yeah, absolutely. I mean, they play...
Point-wise, are they kind of equal, or...?
Wedge is 33 points.
Decked out and everything?
Yeah. He's 29 base plus upgrades.
Yeah.
The Phantom, I believe, actually comes up to be a little bit more around, I want to say near the closer to the 40s.
Oh, so it's a good advantage
It's
point-wise for
a
you
good
anyway.
trade for me. Here, Tree, he decides to, of course, echo away and move up through there, where
Oh, wow.
is really good for him because my two B wings
Can't shoot it.
can only focus
Oh, never
on
mind.
and now he's really trying to dodge that the wedge shot at all costs, and he's doing a great job at focusing at the same B wing, and he's just gonna take 4 damage because why not? I am contemplating spending the focus. I'm then decide, yep, why not? So we have a shot going at the B wing, which I do take a damage from, and because of ruthlessness, the other B wing also takes a damage.
Oh.
That's kind of the rough plays I've seen from the Decimators, is a 360 turret being able to shoot at one ship and still damage a ship within range 1 of that.
Especially if people love to run the formations so they're close to each other.
Me being one of those people.
Yeah, and it's a good thing to run a formation, you know.
I made a slight mistake, I think. Decided to shoot one B wing at the Phantom to try and pick it off. But ended up missing completely. So
Tree has done a very good job of picking off your B-wings.
he's doing a lot of damage. A little spread out, but that B-wing closest to Wedge right now is naked, doesn't have any shields. So
And none of his ship, not even Devastator, is taking damage.
the Devastator's taken I
has?
think 1 or 2 shield damage,
Oh, shield.
but no hull damage. Trying to decide what is bet right now. I'm trying to see where the Phantom is going. As of right now, he really only has the cloak option to the right. So I'm really trying to line myself up for that. And here, because he's not the ramming, not the ramming decimator, I'm expecting him to just go straight forward. There's no point in him cutting in. And actually that bump was all intentional so that I could keep my second B-wing in arc if he did go forward. Yep, B-wing trying to barrel roll, but can't, so focus. I fortunately was able to predict where that decimator was going. And
Now we're Whispers.
now Whisper has a left and right cloaking option, which I didn't actually calculate. Oh. Doing the soft 2 forward, which is going to bump.
And his cloaking is an action, correct?
It's a free action.
Oh, so you could do it after?
Yeah. So because he's not stressed or on an obstacle, he will be able to recloak. 2 points of damage go through, and oof. 3 damage gets inflicted onto a B-wing. So the Phantom is actually touching the B-wing on the left. So I do have 2 B-wing shots at the Phantom. But the Decimator takes his 360 shot and takes that opportunity to blow it up. And I do my range 1 against it and do 2 hull damage to him. So the B-wing to the Phantom, I just got 2 with 2 dodge. A sticky situation for me. I've already lost the ship.
Tree's done very good.
I'm really relying on Wedge on taking out that Phantom right now. Because that Phantom is bullying my B-wings pretty bad. If I let it live much longer, it's just going to be able to dismantle my squadron.
So you're still in the try to kill Whisper first?
I have to kill the most maneuverable thing first, which is Whisper.
Oh, you moved everything.
Everything, yeah. I'm notorious for nudging things a little bit too much. Moving too forward. And focus. Hard 2. Which I think I'm maybe just out of arc for. Yep. And Wedge only has to move 1 forward to clear his stress from last turn and not much else. Ooh. That asteroid that I hit earlier became a problem for the Whisper player this turn.
So you can't cloak.
No cloaking for Whisper this turn. Fortunately, I don't have an arc on him. Here we actually have a debate of whether a small debate. I think we end up looking it up later on. Whether Wedge negates dodge dice given from obstructions or range 3, because his ability only says reduces agility.
Yeah.
And it's actually ruled that it does not.
Okay.
Because the
it's adding a
obstruction dice. And range 3 is a bonus defense dice. Yeah. It does not increase your agility. So Wedge does not cancel out those dice. So Wedge is not as awesome as people first perceived. But producing...
Still, there's very few ships. Decimator is an exception.
The Decimator, yeah.
That doesn't get the dodge dice. Because the Falcon...
The Falcon has
at
one.
least one.
So, I mean, unless these 1 agility ships get that critical result that reduces its agility by 1, Wedge is guaranteeing damage.
Yeah. So Tree still has 2 ships. Whisper has no shields, I think.
Nope, no shields.
The Decimator still has much of his chunk of hit points left.
Yep. It has half of its hull left, still.
And you have 1 B-Wing without shields, and then another one with just 1.
1 or 2, I think. Can't tell from that B-Wing's position on my cards. And I have Wedge with 1 shield left as well.
Yeah.
So kind of scrapping along. And here I decide I'm going to barrel roll forward so I could try and keep an arc on the decimator with two
Decimator
ships.
falls off his base.
Naturally. Which I'm glad I did, because it does indeed give me an arc. Wedge turns around, anticipating the return of the Phantom. Now the question is, what does Tree do? He's contemplating barrel rolling farther away to give himself an additional dodge dice, because as of right now he won't have a firing arc, which means he will not cloak. So he can barrel roll to the right to give himself an arc, but bring him closer to Wedge.
Yeah.
Or he can barrel roll
left.
away
Hoping
and
to get out of range by
get
3.
probably range 3. Or he could just cloak. But he decides to evade, I believe.
I think he cloaked. Or not. Maybe not.
I'm going to target lock. And do only 1 point of damage. So it's still kicking. He did take the evade action. So that
Wouldn't the cloak be better? It's 2 dice compared to 1 guarantee.
I guess the concern may have been I don't know. Maybe he wasn't planning on some of the decloaking actions messing him up or something. And lots of damage going on to that.
Ping, just 1 point.
Lots of damage going on to the decimator. 3 damage left on the decimator. No, excuse me. There is 8 on it currently. And there's another. What is that? Math is hard.
What's the total hit points?
4. 12.
Yeah,
12
so
total.
4.
So 4 left.
And 1 on Whisper.
And 1 on Whisper. All this damage spread throughout, but no ship destroyed on Tree's side. Although it's still a close game.
You keep bumping into that.
I keep on bumping into it, but I keep on at least getting a firing arc. Anti-pursuit lasers also not doing work for Tree right now. It's moving forward. I think that far back B-Wing is out of arc this time. I just move forward with Wedge. Accept my fate, however it may be. And I decide to not. Or I'm contemplating the push the limit right now. And I do push the limit. And he K-turns, which throws me through a loop. Because he becomes stressed, which he will put down there eventually. He becomes stressed and cannot get any of his free actions that is given to him through most of his cards, actually. He can't target lock for free. He can't cloak for free. I'm not 100% certain, but I believe he still will get his focus token if he hits something, but...
You guys take a break?
This is where we actually
The wedge.
tried to figure out the wedge thing.
Oh, okay.
So, just looking at the wording for that, since this is like the first time or second time, but the other result didn't actually matter for wedge shooting at the decimator. Doing damages to wedge. And it's the
Oof.
lots of damage going on to the B-wing. And a dead B-wing. The weird part right now is, although I messed up there and picked up one of my B-wings and thought it was the dead one, and definitely was not. It's that one. As much of a bad position I am in, I'm still kind of winning.
Yeah, because
His
Tree hasn't lost a ship, but everything is barely hanging in there.
And right now I do actually have a good arcs on his ships.
Yeah.
So the Phantom only has 1 hit point.
If you could kill that Phantom.
And I know I have to try and kill this Phantom while it is not decloaked. So since it didn't decloak last turn because it did the K turn, I just did a K turn and bit the bullet. 2 damage. The only way that it would have survived because he took the evade action was if he did hit a dodge result, which he did not. So Phantom is dead.
Okay, so now you're...
So now I'm in a better position. I don't have the Phantom racking up my day. I do have 4 health on both of my ships right now. And there's only and 3 damage to the B-wing, dodging one of them. And this is where he procs Darth Vader to try and get the double damage result onto the B-wing. And
It
whiffs
didn't?
completely. It was just receive an immediate stress and then flip over. So he places himself with just a damage left.
That's 11.
And-
1 more left.
One whole point left on the
Think that
decimator.
risk was worth it?
I mean, it's hard to tell. I probably would not have taken the Darth Vader response that far down in health, but at the same time, when you're a ship that doesn't have an agility, and you gotta try and pick off what you can. He's gonna focus, and he has Sarah, so he dodges for free. Wedge is just moving as far away as he can right now.
Is he hurt? He's the strongest ship right now.
He is a strong ship.
The other ship only has 1 hit point left.
I think I was just trying to get within range 3 of the decimator so that he had to make a decision. Although, honestly, there is only one decision for him. I was trying to get out of range 3 because none of our ships were in range 3 that turn. Doing a 1. We're both trying to dance a little bit because Uh,
You just toying with him, I swear.
it wasn't toying. I thought the fastest way would have been to do some hard turns with Wedge to come around. Where right now, Tree is winning if he keeps the Decimator alive. He has more points than I do.
Oh, for time.
Yes. Which we're closing in on it. So, any hard twos, which is almost inevitable. We know that it's an arc. How I would have loved to have Wedge barrel roll, but he couldn't. And the target lock for 2 damage. And I dodge both of them. And 3 attack. I focus for 3 damage. And he whiffs.
Oh,
It was a good game, right down to the end. Now, granted, had it gone for another round, Wedge would have been in position for a shot, and probably would have finished him off then anyway. But
Yeah.
great
game.
great game.
Congratulations, Josh,
Yes,
on your
my
second
second
tournament in a row
tournament,
win.
yep. Had my 2
Back
little
to
medals.
back 2 medals. So we're having our store championships next week.
Yep.
Hopefully your streak continues.
I'm gonna try and fight what formations may come.
There you go. And good game tree.
Yes.
And thank you guys for watching. Like if you like the video, subscribe, comment if you like this angle better than the other one. I had a couple of people post that they prefer to have the bigger wide angle to catch the cards and be able to see the whole playmat and stuff. So I did it for this video.
We've also tried a new playmat this game as well.
Yes, Josh got us a nice playmat that doesn't have glare on it.
Yep.
Give a shout out.
Inkplaymat.com. They do custom playmats for card games, 3x3s, 6x4s. You name it, they can make it. They can even do custom prints.
Yeah.
So
Cool. So
thanks a
guys,
lot, guys.
thank you guys.